I swear to fucking God, ever since I've started the goddamn stream, I was constantly talking to the goddamn microphone. And the same thing goes to the goddamn songs. There was no sound whatsoever ever since for 16 minutes, while I actually had the entire song and just generally everything going on in the background. I utterly despise what actually just happened. Like, actually. For fuck's sake. Okay, so hi Skylar, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope your night has going. Hi Karian, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope your night has going. Hi Undead, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope your night has going. Thanks for pointing that out, by the way. Yeah, I guess it. Yeah. So once again, for the nth time that I was kinda constantly repeating that throughout those 60 minutes because I was like trying to get everybody into the topic. Okay. So basically I told you that you're my favorite mute streamer, bruh. Bro, don't even. Anyway, so basically the thing is that I've got a feedback from, you know, from a HoloLive, you know, people, right? From the HoloLive fan base in general. They've said that it will be good to give her a bit more of a motherly figure build. In anime, motherly figure build is like very specific. They are slightly rounder, bigger chests, sagging thighs, and you know, just generally there's a lot of changes that are kind of going around. Hi TW, good to have you here. How are your brain has going? And yeah, that's more or less a treasure chest. Yes, yes, on the treasure chest. And yeah, basically we are just making the changes here. Also, there are a couple things that I've messed up on the last one, so this is also opportunity to fix this. Okay, now as we are caught up with it, thank God, and I hope that there won't be any other issues. Hi, hello. I swear to God, I hope everyone can hear me now, because I see that the microphone thing is going on. Hi Zach, got to be here, how are you? Hope how's it going? Big cat means big trouble. Actually, I'm drawing her in that kind of like motherly figure scenario. Motherly what? You mean mommy? More like the kind of motherly figure that actually, like, you know, makes you a breakfast when you are waking up and just caring for you, like, you know, like an actual motherly figure. But I guess the body type is kind of the same, so yeah. So you can see that I kind of made the thigh kind of sagging. That's one of the changes that needs to be made when you're making this type of character. Right. of course, you know, all of that is going to affect, you know, the change in the shape is going to also have a change in the, you know, have a change in in the way how clothing is going to go around. So just generally we are going on Mama Raora indeed. One of her stated goals is to design a model for a future holo talent. The designer of the model is usually referred to as a parent, which is where the Raora mama comes from. But yes, she is also motherly. Yeah, I've noticed kind of on her streams that she has kind of that vibe. She treats the chatini like a kiddo. I remember you as an artist. What do you think of the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1 movie? Haven't seen it. No jetpacks allowed, yeah. It's eye candy, you'll love it, I see. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really like, I've never really liked when the anime is trying to be an eye candy, so we'll see, because if it's going to be like over-exaggerated with a lot of like, you know, wannabe epic scenes, many like, you know, special effects, that's not necessarily an eye candy for me. I'm more of, you know, I guess it's because I'm an artist. Like, I do appreciate when anime is doing nice, you know, special effects, but I think there is a limit to how much we can, to where we can go with a lot. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let's see. I am still planning on watching, you know, I am still planning on watching the Demon Slayer, but we'll see. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I'm slowly going around a lot. Just trying, you know, just trying to figure things out. But so hey, Zax, I don't think I've said that on the last stream, but thank you for subscribing on Twitch. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So now we are going on something like this. Are you doing other things? Hi Hawk, glad to be here. How are you? Hope everything has going. I think this is the first thing you're on, so hope you find a coffee corner here. Depends. Depends. Thank you. Yeah. It really depends on how much someone pays. I was joking. Yeah, no, it's okay. Don't worry. I was also joking. But yeah, here we are, just doing the entire thing, you know? Kinda... I really want to progress with the illustration a lot today, but I actually kinda messed things up here and there, so I need to do a lot of things. Looks good, thank you, thank you. So yeah, on the last stream I really messed up a bunch of constructual things. I need to redo the sketch a little bit, and then, you know, then we'll be able to be back. But yeah, so the thing is that we are drawing Raora as a bit of a motherly figure, right, Mama Raora? And we are just kind of going in on the thing. I've sent an update. Oh wow, yeah. I've sent the update on, update, a sketch on one of the HoloLive Discord servers, just to hear out what people have to say. You know, like, the thing is that I really want to have this security that I know that, for example, the streamer would like the illustration. I don't want to draw anything that streamer wouldn't like. Right, so that's why, for example, I've you know, I was asking around when I was drawing Marine. I don't know if you've seen Marine, Hawk, but yeah. So basically, when I was drawing Marine, I was also asking, like, hey, actually, will she like it? And you know, people were like, yeah, she actually likes that kind of thing. So. That's the thing, and it's kind of the same with Raora. I'm new. Let me show you our illustration for Marine. Here it is. So yeah, that's the idea. And yeah, basically I kind of done the same thing with Raora, and people are saying like, yeah, actually, yeah, no, she'll like it. And they are like, you know, actually you could give her a bit more motherly shape, so now I'm, you know, doing like kind of typical anime mom treatment, right? Awesome. Yeah. And yeah, how are you doing, folks? How are you doing? I'm actually, after today's work, I'm I don't know, I'm once again weirdly energized but brain dead. No idea. I guess it's good. You know, tomorrow break, right? Tomorrow's Thursday. We have the break. We were... Wait, is it tomorrow break, or I'm not sure. Did I stream on Monday? I'm going with the plan. So I'm sure that if I was streaming on Monday, if I have the stream on Monday, I would have it on the thing. No. Yeah, we are actually drawing tomorrow. Okay. So we are drawing tomorrow, not a break. Okay. So we are also drawing tomorrow. It's also the drawing, so we are going to continue drawing the illustration. We will see how far it will take us. I'm okay. I was just about to go to sleep when I found you're live. Hey, let's go. Actually, a lot of people saying that it helps them to fall asleep, so... hope you'll have a nice chill night. So yeah. Just slowly progressing with the thing. I want to finish the sketch today. Well, my sketch is still a line work, so kind of like I also want to be sure that I'm going to finish the line work, but I guess it's one of those where I have to fix a lot of lines. Who is she? Raora Panthera. She's a Hololive Vtuber. One of many. Kinda like Marine Hosho, also from Hololive. Nice. Yeah. For a really long time I've had on my mind, like, you know, sitting down and going on with drawing at least one illustration for every Hololive VTuber. I've had, I think this is like, what, third attempt? Maybe fourth? I can't say I've ever really stopped the previous one, I just had a lot of other artworks that I was doing as a form of a break. And another thing that, so basically, I started a new study painting with harsh colored lights on the face looks cursed. Give it to the process. It inspires me to see other drawings. Well, for example, we drew my avatar on YouTube most recently too. That was actually right before the illustration that we are doing right now, so just slowly going around. We had a little break so I could learn that I could get around into the art style. I used to draw realistically. That looks awesome. Thank you. Really good to hear. This I need to do the young Master Davis fan art. Can't wait, can't wait. And yeah. So another element of like moderately bodybuilds in anime is actually that usually they are just slightly chubbier. Like it's very rare that like typical like properly moderately character in like anime kind of idea would be like very slimmed down, unless they're like trying to show like to show specific things. They are doing this You know, so like, you know, usually there's like just slight overhang or something like that. It's actually to show because it's like giving soft vibe, right? Because if we are going for that, you can kind of say that it's like kindergartner, a mother, like caring mother, kind. It's like more or less this body build. We are going for soft, soft type of body, something that, you know, would look huggable, and so on and so on and so on. It's basically because it's going to like kind of spark like certain elements, right? Yes, I understand. Good. So this is exactly what we do. Just slight overhang, nothing much. And we come back to D. Just going to the idea here. Okay. So those are like those very kind of typical Italian like dresses. We are going to add floral pattern on it. I can speak. We are going to throw some floral. Okay, I'm going to skip that word. Some flower pattern on the dress, and usually the dresses are kind of like loose in two ways. Around the stomach, they have like slightly more tightened out area, then the bottom is kind of puffed out, and the top is puffed out, right? So it's like very specific type of a dress. Again, we are going for like typical kind of Italian mom vibe. Actually, she is going to hold a plate of spaghetti, I guess. Red corals. Yeah. That's what I was lacking, because like burn neck, like okay, it was good, but it was kind of feeling empty around this area because there was no collar, there was nothing, right? Because she has very open dress. And basically that saves. That saves. And I think there are those belts that have like twisted pattern here. Yeah, I think I might want to add it. Okay, so that's more or less the idea. Yeah, that looks okay. That actually goes around into... That kind of circles back into what we needed. Yeah. I'm going to thicken out the line art. Actually, the outline. Because I kind of prefer having thinner line art inside of the artwork and thicker line art inside, but I guess I need to drop the amount of pixels. I guess 7 is going to work. Yeah. 7 works. Not the thick, not the thin. On one hand, I kind of have an urge to redo the entire line art. I need to feed into the pipeline that I have. Usually those words were me meaning that something was going to go wrong with the artwork. We'll see if it's going to be in the same alley. Huh, still haven't really seen... Still really haven't seen much. Hi, Karen. Welcome to Twitch. I don't know why, but every single time when I'm trying to say Twitch, I'm almost saying Twitter. It's like weird. Maybe because I haven't really streamed on Twitch for that long, and I was also using a lot of Twitter, and it's just lingering. To be fair, I don't think I've ever watched any streamers on Twitch. I don't think I ever watched any streams besides my friends. Okay. the hairs are going to be left out like this. I want to keep everything. I want to keep the hairs not really as thick because actually hairs themselves are very thin, right? So that's going to be one of the effects that we are going to go for. Damn, Twitch is dead. Oh my. Okay. And hmm. Okay. Yeah. I really like that. I really like that. That's good. That's good. Perfect. Okay. Bueno. Um. So basically, now I'm going to actually check up one thing real quick. Give me a sec. I need to find a reference photo for a spaghetti. Spaghetti. There we go. Just on some plate. So one of the aspects that we have going on right now is that like there's food on it, but Raora is still cleaning rims of the plate, right? So the person that the person that receives the plate is not going to actually have any like sauce on their hands or just make a mess around. That's like one of the aspects of caring, I suppose. That's going to be macaroni. Some minced meat. I suppose that's basil. Okay. So we've got more or less the idea. There's going to be some steam coming off. I'm actually going to use that only on the sketch side. We are going to actually make it a proper steam later on. I'm going to keep that like this and maybe make like a dent in here. Maybe even 2 or 3. That's something I haven't really done in a long while. You know, just basically working out a little bit of a just slightly chubbier character. It's good exercise to bring back some like body types that you don't really do much. It kind of confuses your brain and hand, you know? It really helps, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that works. That works fine. Alrighty, so we did finish Raora. We are 1 hour in. Gee, for the like most of yeah. I wanted to say that for the most of the stream I haven't really talked because my microphone was off. I hate it. mm. I'm kind of waiting for a couple emails. One of the things is that I really want to how to say this. For one of the things I really want to be sure that I'm actually for one of the things I really want to be sure that I'm actually going to up to date with my request, because I've sent my book to to professionals, to the publishing agency, or rather to the publishing agent. Of course, it's better to have publishing agent because true, you might be earning slightly less because of the their percentile, their cut. Trust me, way better, way better choice. Really. Because if anything, they are going to even invest, so you might not really have to put out so many how to say this, you wouldn't have to put out so much money on publishing your book, because it's actually not free. It's really not free thing to publish your book. So yeah, I have to say it's really bizarre. I'd say you would want to think that, you know, they are actually, you know, is this for the children's book? No. I wrote a high fantasy book, kind of like witching school, right? Witching and wizardry school, but It's slightly darker. Yeah. You can say that I'm kind of mixing Harry Potter with Cindy Williams' Hema books. Around that connection. At least this is what I wrote in connections. Also the five of crows. And yeah. And Poppy Wars. There you go. Like, there's some connections in there. I mean, you know, mix up of several books. I love fantasy. If that makes sense. I really love fantasy books, I really love fantasy stories, and I really wanted to release one. I've got a bunch of other stories actually. We'll see. If I'll catch up the contact with that lady, to whom I've sent the book to, I might actually be on win-win situation, because, you know, releasing agents are very specific. Because they can also be able to get you a Netflix contract, which I'm hoping for at some point. Like Netflix, Amazon Prime, like, you know, just getting your book to be released as a series or a movie or something like that. I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind. I think it would be cool. We will see though. I've made the book really open, so either it's going to be a one-shot or we will get on expanding on it. Oh my, oh my. So yeah, I was kind of thinking about pushing the children's book, but I've noticed I've read a little bit about the fact that it's way more difficult to release a children's book. Way more difficult. Even if it's like a very typical children's book, kind. No, very difficult still. Unfortunately. You know, because even though I'd wish I could just complete it finally, I don't think I'll be in a good situation on that, you know? Also, kinda don't want to get the Dr. Seuss stigmata. The thing is that Dr. Seuss actually had a situation where, so basically Dr. Seuss was, you know, is a popular children's book creator, right? Before that he was writing erotica. So, you know, after he started releasing his children's book, he actually had some issues because he was still trying to release other books. He couldn't. He actually tried to release books for even slightly older people, right? Like even YA or NA kind of type books, but they were being rejected because, come on, you're Dr. Seuss, right? You write children's books, stick to that. And that's kind of it. Unfortunately, there's that stuff. Either you write books or you write children's books, and you get that kind of stigma on you. Of course, I suppose he tried to release his books under a different pen name, and he changed his name in the thing. So people were, you know, trying to get around his books, right? But he still never really managed releasing other books ever since he was writing the children's books. I think it wasn't really because he had that stigmata on him that he's the children books author, Well, actually, because you know, the books he was trying to write weren't really worth releasing, and his agents kind of didn't want his pen name to be, you know, to be on a book that they knew is not going to sell. But I think they, I'm not sure if Dr. Seuss ever like talked with them as much. There's like an entire drama going on with book world, you know, with like releasing and stuff. Yeah, kind of weird though, really weird. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, this is what I wanted to do. Because you see the background is already there, the Chatini pose are there. I suppose that I just need to erase the background a little and we are kind of good to go. Of course, the background is going to be changed over time. I mean, changed. It's going to get some upgrades, but you know, the most important element is to make it appear first and for all, and then we can start worrying about everything else. Chatini's poles are here. Then we have that, right? Because the poles are going to overlay the Raora's foot here. And that's that. Like, this is the illustration, right? I guess we are going to add some other stuff, like, I suppose we could try to throw in here something else, you know, like different elements of the background or something like that. But we will see. We'll see. For now, what matters is that we for now we want to focus actually on Chatini's pose and Raora. You know, kind of the entire thing. I'm going to split the background and, you know, just generally do some splits in here, and we'll see where that will go. I'm actually thinking about, wait, yeah, I think I'm going to still delete that, but I'm going to keep Raora here because I want to keep it like that. For now, I don't want to share the other stuff, but yeah. Yeah. So. Hi uncle, glad to be here. How are you? Hoping it's going. How are you? I'm doing good. Doing really well. You know, just slowly going around with things. Long time no see. Yeah, exactly. Long time no see. How have you been? I guess we are now just doing some talk before we'll end. I want to keep that for, you know, placing flats and stuff on tomorrow's stream. And yeah, you know, just chilling for now, I guess. You know, kind of have to figure stuff out a little bit. Yeah, I wonder about the illustrations that we are drawing now. I guess we could try to. I'm just finding my bone marrow perfect donor, so I am been chilling. Oh. Wait, did you found it or are you searching it? To be fair, if I could give anything that comes from my body, and you know, and and I would be a perfect match, I would definitely help. You know, I've actually had I guess a friend, you know, like the school friend, quote unquote, right? So the guy from the class, um, who actually who actually was a donor. Really cool stuff. Searching it previously, what we found that some side effects to the donor, so we cancel it. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's. Hmm. Okay. That's also a thing, ain't it? G. Hmm. Hmm. Why are you throwing some gang signs? Oh, because I've like put my chair thing to the back, so I'm just kind of half laying on my chair, and I put the hands on my back of my head, so the camera started like, you know, seeing it. Yeah. Oh my. Oh my. Throwing gang signs. Which king you rap? Oh my. Imagine. Kind of like Master Roshi. Oh my. Oh my. Representing the block. Yeah. Representing the block, goddamn. But yeah, yeah. Hmm. To be fair, I'm kind of like looking at the, the schedule. So tomorrow we are drawing, and on Friday we are probably going to come back to manga making. But here's the thing, I kind of feel like I really want to go into manga making, but I feel like this scenario I've got for the first chapter for now is not really good. I really like the cover, I really like the substantiary pages, right? So like the descriptions and stuff. My one black friends attending the university speech competition. There is one translator who is for translating the deaf people. I think he's doing on purpose how someone so dumb. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like me reading stuff, and every now and then I'm just, you know, I have to stop myself in the middle of the sentence because I read it word by word, and I see the word that I won't say, you know, and it's like, yeah. Yeah, the scenario, right? I think I'm going to make this manga making stream this week actually a scenario writing stream. So it won't really be much. You are going to see me on bigger screen. I'm going to just, you know, talk bigger chat. I'm just going to focus on reading chat and talking with you all while writing. I hope I'll manage. It shouldn't be really that long, because I know how it's supposed to be done. I kind of try to experiment a little bit and speed things up. I really kind of need to work this thing out. Hi, Black Royal, good to have you here. How are you? Hope everything has gone. Oh my, oh my. And yeah, I'm really happy that actually we'll be able to miss me, of course. Of course. Which English accent you like? Like from which country accent? Gee, this is really difficult. Because I've had couple teachers, you know? I've had very teachers with very specific accents. I've had one teacher that spent actually most of his life in Ireland. And even when he was speaking Polish, he had like very strong Irish accent. You know? The typical Irishman, you know? And then I've had someone from Great Britain, and because of that I still can't stop saying Tuesday instead of actually Tuesday. I got a question for ya. What's up? What's up? And yeah, you know, like I've also had a teacher who was who had Australian accent. So for me personally, you can kind of hear some like hard Polish, you know, some Polish accent every now and then, but I guess you can also hear that it's a mix-up of all of those accents, kinda. Like, I say purple instead of purple. How did you get this avatar and why are you shirtless, lol? I've made the avatar myself. This is actually a Viroid. I've spent some time on making the avatar for myself, so you know. Why I can't? What? What's going on? Nani? Wait. I don't know. Something was happening. I couldn't move it. Anyway, so the thing is that actually... Oh, there we go. now we're talking. So basically this avatar, right, was made by me in Vroid. Why isn't your mouth moving? Because actually for some reason, well, I know the reason. It was actually because my microphone thingy that, well, I passed the microphone input through a SteelSeries sonar. So basically, when you know, so basically, I have some like AI noise cancellation. So basically, you don't hear like stuff from the background and stuff. I like Chinese and British English accent for real. JK. Yeah. So why is so yeah, I've had yeah, and I actually had a thing. To be fair, I haven't. I was speaking for 16 minutes of this stream at first, without realizing that after the update, the software like totally reset. So like everything never really had. So everything had to have its, you know, inputs reset too. So my OBS, my avatar software, and etc. So I have to find the option and reset it too. Actually, I think I could do it. Was it expressions? I like Indian accent because I am from India. Hey, let's go. Actually, for each accent, you can kind of have the same. For each accent, you can kind of have the same thing. Lots of love from India. Thank you. So yeah, I actually have a bunch of friends from India. And yeah, basically, you know, the thing is like just tricky to find. You have to like figure out, you know, the stuff. I don't really have a head for it right now. We have lots of spicy food. I really like spicy food. Actually, I can't taste Captain Science, so I don't feel spiciness. But to be fair, all the spicy foods have different tastes. Most of the British accent, they forgot to add T to every word. Yeah, yeah. British accent is very bubbly. You know? In Indian accent, you are exchanging T's for D's. I can take the heat, but my nose gets runny no matter the spice level. We also are called as the country of spices. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Actually, yeah, India was, and I think still is, the leading country that is importing importing spices to the rest of the world. I feel proud. Yes. Yep. And Korean, actually, yeah. To be fair, I only experienced that with horseradish. For some reason. I don't, yeah, I don't understand that, but like I just love the, I just love the wasabi and horseradish and stuff because it just have very nice taste. But whenever I'm eating it, they're like attacking your, like, you know, your nose, you know. So it's like this kind of spice that goes to the nose, and that actually hits me. But like my mouth and like generally, you know, the entire like stomach area and stuff, I have no idea. I just don't feel spiciness, you know? It's not like I can handle it, it's just I don't feel it. That's the weirdest, you know? Can I get a bowl of water? uh, we're also very important too. Some CEOs from India are in America, British, etc. So yeah. We actually had in my previous company I was working at, we had a bunch of Indians too. Really chill people. Very chill people. Good workers. Because I was like supervising their training, and then they were like taken to another warehouse. So like, you know, I was like supervising their training, so I was like training them and stuff. That they were catching up really quickly, but for some reason people Oh my back is hurt. Are always resist us. Resist? I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. There are like people who can like, you know, there are like people who might be in Chinese accent the most used word failure and hate. It's because of our skin color. I guess there are people like that. Like, it's very difficult for me to really find anything, like, you know, for me that's very illogical kind of thing. You know. But like, if someone is like that, it's just going on for, you know, it's just going for the very logical kind of thing. Just stupid. I wouldn't be bothered by them. In Chinese, 8 means ba. And it is very lucky and rich number. The car number with 8 is considered rich. I see. In my school, everyone calls me. I'm coming from. Oh my. Oh my. School. Right. Still. My buff skin. To be fair, yeah. At some, like, I was, that's like bullying, you know? That's like bullying. People are still going to go around the bullying. To be fair, you know, I'm really sorry for people who are experiencing bullying at school, because later on when they are going to, you know, out of school, work and just, you know, everyday adult life, they're experiencing idiots, and it's just like bullying in school, you know? The Black Royal. Nice. That's really cool. Yeah, like, just bullying. Because, you know, like, people think that if they are going to like try to bully someone else, they are going to feel better than people, you know? Because in the end they just feel very insecure about themselves, so they have to like hook onto something. And if it's something trivial like someone's weight or you know, skin tone, it's just because they literally have nothing to choose from, which actually I would say is more like win, because you literally are kind of so perfect in their eyes that they literally can't pick on you from any other side, but some just, you know, things that doesn't matter. To be fair, in primary school, I was getting bullied, and when I went to gymnasium, I've shoot out, right? And at the age of 16, I was like 176, 177, something like that. So I was like already pretty tall, right? I'm 180 right now, so it's like I've actually shoot out like a lot. And the thing is that, the thing is that like when I shoot out in gymnasium, they like started to fear me because I was like tall, right? I was like huge, and just basically barely anyone was like even trying to say something because they were like scared, you know. Someone tried something in the technical college. Like there was a guy, he like, you know, pushed me with the shoulder, and it was like, you know, just that, because the guy like tried to shove me with the shoulder and just bounced off of me. It was hilarious. It was very hilarious. The guy was also pretty short, to be fair. So I guess he had a lot of pent up issues with himself. But yeah. Well, hey folks. Hey. So, I guess we are going to wrap up. This happened to me in middle school, but in high school no one said anything to me as I had started working out. Yeah, that's the thing, right? If you are like buff or tall, people just don't touch you, right? But there are still going to, you know, there are still going to be people who are going to think they can try something with you because they are so insecure that they just can't stand you, right? Because, for example, oh, I'm short and he's so tall, right? It makes me angry. Grrr. I have complexes and this kind of thing. It's like very, very logical psychological behavior. Mostly with people who were, it's like happening with people who were bullied, but later on they found a lot of friends, so they've started to be the popular one, so now they feel like they can bully someone. It's like there are like two different ways. On one, there's a guy who actually is not going to bully anyone and is going to make sure that no one else is going to be bullied, or there's a guy who's literally going to go on the dark side and start bully other people. That same happened to me because 9th grade I was like 5 feet median. Then I saw the basketball player, they are so tall. I think if I play basketball I can grow taller. That's worked for me. How I don't know how it worked, but now I'm 184. Genetics. Sometimes you can be like very late off shooter, you know? So for like you say it was 9th grade, right? So it was like, I suppose it was like 2nd grade of gymnasium for me. No. Yeah. 3rd grade of gymnasium. Yeah, because we have we've had 6 grades of primary school and then 3 of gymnasium. Yeah. So that was like that. So basically we're like literally at the end. That happened to my friend, actually. He actually was also like 5 feet. And he also offshoot. He's like 170 right now, so, you know. Genetics are just weird, you know what I mean? It's just genetics. I've had a friend who was born blonde, and at the age of 10 he got like very dark black hair. I've had a friend who actually went gray at the age of, started going gray at the age of 16, right? Like literally imagine 16, 17-year-old with already like you know, salt and pepper her. It's, you know, also it was, yeah, it's just very bizarre. But yeah, I suppose we are going to end the stream now. I've had a really nice talk with you. I kind of miss those. We haven't really had those, you know, end stream talks. Someone say me if you have a minor fracture on your leg bone after it heals, it helps in growing. So I choose playing basketball. Like after we jump for a long time, there are minor fractures on our bones. I don't know if that would actually go, you know, it's like kinda with a closed eye. I mean, they do those minor fractures on the bones and then just pinning in metal rods and like expanding the screws ever so slightly just so the bones could like start healing to be, you know, bigger. My friend actually had uneven legs, so she had the operation on her legs. She disappeared from the school for 3 years, literally. We've had classes for 1 year in technical college. In more or less half of the second year, she went for the surgery and disappeared. That was that. She never came back. It's a very long procedure to heal too, you know? Very long procedure. Because it's not only like affecting your bone structure, so it has to heal. It also takes a really long time to stretch those bones properly, because it's like constantly creating minor fractures. It hurts like hell, but like, you know, it helps like even out the legs. And later on you have to actually figure out, you know, go to doctors, take some like, you know, care of yourself, right? Take meds, go to exercises, special exercises, etc. It's, yeah. But yeah, so thanks Zach, and thanks Karion for being active to the channel on Twitch. Thanks Skylar, Karion, Undead, TW, Zenitsu, Hawk, Uncle Dream, and Black Royal for being active to the channel on YouTube. And folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care and